Good morning and happy Wednesday. Oh, I almost said Thursday. All right. So, what happened yesterday? I felt I saw the trade. Okay, so what happened yesterday was we were looking at that new week opening gap, and I saw the sweep, and I saw that we were rejecting off the new week opening gap, and I sent my trade on the 2 minute. And then when the 1 minute didn't close and then the 2 minute started to come back on me, that red candle caused a lot of fear inside of me. And that fear caused me to cancel my trade for a loss. So 60 here, a loss here, $60. And then the trade went all the way in my direction. So I had another trade too. You guys saw the long, another long that I took off a confirmation setup. And that one did the same. It was going in my direction, and then it started chopping, and I was up break even on the day, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to take my profits here. I don't want to lose the profits that I made. So my fear really is controlling my trading, my fear of losing the progress, losing the money, not even really money, but it's all just been kind of a ride. So later, I did take one more trade. Let's see if I can find it. And that one, let's see if I can find it. Later, I took one more trade. Okay, so later I took one more trade. What time was it at? 10:54. Okay, yeah, it was here. So I took this one, and then it invalidated, and then it went to my take profit. So I lost on that one, which is fine. I thought to re-enter here, but I was just kind of tired of losing, and I had lost already, and I didn't want to lose anymore, and I knew that if I kept trading that I would just feel bad going into the next day. So I just took my loss of 99, which is really funny because that's what my first loss would have been, but it was a win. So I was afraid to lose $99 of my progress, and that fear actually came to fruition. So kind of crazy to watch that all happen and all play out. But otherwise, that aside, I am ready for today. I have a big 5 minute here that I was looking at. I'm really not too sure what we're doing today. I mean, the market's just been going long. But when we look at the delta, all the move ups are like the delta just comes back in. So we go up 600, so plus 600 and then minus 560. And then plus 480 minus 440. So those really big moves seem to be, they really seem to be coming back, and that the buyers can't seem to hold. So what am I looking for today in terms of a dream scenario? Okay, we're getting close to market open. So I have this 15-minute marked out here. I would say that if we close above this 15-minute, that we're just going to keep going up to the next 15-minute. We have this huge hour one here, too. But ideally, if I was to look at an opportunity, I would say something like this. But the delta would have to confirm it. Because otherwise, we could go like this. And fill that gap. It's really not too far from the gap. We didn't fill it on the 1 minute time frame, but if you look at the 5 minute, it was filled. Just the gap. However, I'm pretty sure, and I asked around, that the gap is marked.
Stop NQ sell.
Yeah.
Stop NQ buy.
From this
Stop
candle
NQ sell.
to that
Stop
candle.
NQ buy.
So from the
Stop NQ
from the
buy.
1 minute. So we still got all
Stop
of this.
NQ buy.
However, I'm not going to obsess over it. I'll just see what the market wants to show us and see where we're going to go. So we have this wick here. I don't know if it's a data wick. This was claimed to be a data wick.
Sweep NQ buyers.
Let's see if we had any news.
Sweep NQ buyers.
We had this. So no red folder news. But it's a really obvious wick. So I imagine that we would go down. I saw this 30-second here, which looked very nice. However, we did not sweep anything. It's just an IFVG. So ideally what we want to do is we want to find the liquidity, and the liquidity will tell us where we should take our trade. So about a minute here till market open, and we'll see how this goes. So neither index is trading at VWAP. However, at market open, we really could just come down. Oh, we're kind of far from VWAP on NQ. We could just come down and go up. However, I would like to see us take Monday's high,
Sweep NQ sellers,
and then go down. But I do
Sweep
believe
NQ sellers.
That from all the news, well, I don't even know if it's news, but the tweets. So that big move yesterday, that big move down on the 1 minute was just filled back in. So we had this huge 100-point candle, and then overnight by 1 o'clock in the morning, that was all filled. So that's kind of making me think the same of that other manipulation candle that we had on Friday, that even though, you know, we have this big move based off of news, and then we just come down and want to fill it. So let's just see what we do here. Now we're taking that liquidity from that obvious wick. Let's see if we close below this 5 minute.
Stop NQ sell.
We also have a
Stop
15 minute
NQ
here.
sell. Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ buy.
So Delta's really red. Set up our
Sweep NQ
contracts.
sellers. Absorption NQ buyers. NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers. Stop NQ sell.
Book map's about 6 seconds behind. Okay, so now we've taken this liquidity, so we can remove this. This is another intermediate term low on the 1 hour. So yeah, I would say even if we close below this 1 hour, we still got so many 1 hours. Let's look at the 4 hour. Oh, we have a 4 hour
Stop
here.
NQ buy.
So yeah, we could also do another dream scenario like this, where we come down, take this, sweep into this 4 hour, and then go back up. That's a possibility too. Already the delta is still looking pretty red. The buyers aren't really coming back in.
Stop NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers.
Although ES is kind of a different story. So ES is looking pretty green the last couple squares. Oh, we got some resistance here. 050. Okay, so that is near our Monday's high. So we do have some liquidity sitting there on NQ, which is right near this. And then 25, 100, which is all the way up here. So really what gives us those A+ setups is the liquidity and then the reversal
Stop
pattern.
NQ sell.
Still, yes, the delta's looking pretty green.
Iceberg NQ sell. Stop NQ buy.
This is our first presented fair value gap here on the 1 minute. So that's going to be a pretty strong level. I would say that if we inverse this, then we would go up.
Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ buy.
All right, let's take a look. So we swept that data away.
Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ buy.
Let's see how big this stop loss is. Okay, 90 ticks. So that's about 250 with 5 micros. Also, had I known that we had filled the gap in that sense, I really wanted to send some...
Sweep ES buyers.
Oh, my goal was to buy calls at the bottom.
Stop NQ sell. Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ sell.
So it looks like right now we are going to close below that 5 minute.
Sweep NQ sellers. Sweep ES
There's
sellers.
another liquidity point here. This...
Stop NQ buy.
No, that's
Sweep NQ sellers.
Okay, so plus 146, plus 138, then minus 114, minus 126. So, ooh, minus 520 on ES on this candle. 34 on this candle. So we close it below that on the 5 minute. We still have this really obvious 5 minute here.
Stop NQ buy.
But I guess really what I would like to see if we're going to go long is this 4 hour gap be tapped and that London low. Because that'll give us very nice confirmation that we are going to go up. So kind of choppy already at open. We're struggling between buyers and sellers. We could see that on the delta.
NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers.
I would say this would be considered momentum sum chop. But if this one candle comes right through, then just we're rejecting off that first presented fair value gap. On ES, we really only see heat to the top. And we are seeing bullish SMT already. So unless ES wants to come and take that high. Oh, ES already took Monday's high. Okay, buyers are coming in. So if we do go up, I will take this. If we inverse it all in one candle, I will take this.
Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ buy.
Okay, so the 30-second didn't close, so now I'm just going to wait for the 1 minute. There's a tiny 2 minute there. But we are seeing some interesting SMT between the delta and the candles. No spoofing, which is good. However, I do think we're going to want to come up and take that 640 to 645 levels.
Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers.
Plus 234, minus 80, minus 160.
Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ
minus
sellers.
256.
Stop NQ sell.
So now we're hitting that liquidity.
Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers.
And see just how we tap into it and then we reject it. And tapping into it on NQ just rejects it on ES. I looked, I didn't really see any intermediate term lows on ES. So not a lot of like levels, ES mostly just chopped. We got this one.
Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell. Stop NQ
Okay, so now
buy.
we've taken this liquidity. Let's just see what this candle does before we delete it.
Sweep NQ buyers.
No buyers.
Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers.
And really we're just chopping. NQ took some liquidity here. Come on. So because we came down, we actually do have more reward. However, we really just want to see that candle blast through that. Still got about 30 seconds on it. So this 30-second and 1 minute will close at the same time. Okay.
Stop NQ buy.
So it looks like we're going to get in on this.
Order filled.
And we are going to go up to
Sweep NQ sellers.
045.
Absorption NQ buyers.
We'll go break even at the first presented fair value gap. We'll also watch ES here because we've got this big one. But this looks nice. We're sweeping a 1 hour. Still holding it. Doesn't
Sweep
look too
and queue buyers.
Sweep 1 hour, FAG.
Stop and queue buy.
We are in discount of the range. I can just see that. I don't need to do it. So this is going to be our BE. We'll do it here. So okay, this is not looking good. We're still holding it. So I'm going to get ready to close my trade, I guess. If we don't hold this 1 minute. So about 10 seconds here. Uh-oh.
Sweep and queue sellers. Stop and queue sell.
Order filled.
Had to cancel that one.
Stop and queue sell. Sweep and queue sellers.
So what happened there? We had some nice. The delta was really nice on ES.
Sweep and queue buyers.
But that 43 candle
Stop and queue
just
buy.
fizzled out.
Sweep and queue sellers. Absorption and queue buyers.
Okay, this could be the manipulation
Sweep
leg.
and queue sellers. Absorption and queue buyers. Stop and queue buy.
Okay, delta's coming back. Damn it. Alright, well, I guess that's just how it goes. It's not invalid yet.
Order filled.
Get in.
Stop and queue buy.
So this will be our break
Ice for
even
ES
again.
sell.
My friend just said he got cooked. Oh, fuck. Maybe it was invalid. ES took that high. But the delta's really crazy, so... Just gonna put my stop here. Whoa, that's huge. This could be the time where we turn around. So we gotta hold this. I'm gonna do it on NQ. We gotta hold this. But this candle here looks really good to go up.
Order filled.
Damn. Alright, well,
Sweep
at
and
least
queue
we had a
sellers.
stop.
Stop and queue sell. Stop ES sell. Sweep and queue buyers.
Alright, so that is quite the loss for the day. Well, there's our 2 losses. Literally got cooked. Wow. Alright, well now we just gotta wait.
Stop NQ sell.
It was good confirmation, so the
Iceberg
like we hit
ES5.
VWAP, which is another confirmation. We had the 1 hour.
Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers. Iceberg ES5. Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell.
So, 9:45, 9:45. So when ES took that high, that was my cue not to enter. And it was also invalid. So I kind of cooked myself. Now we're not delivering off anything, so we'll just wait.
Sweep NQ buyers.
The market honestly seems
Stop NQ buy.
very volatile.
Sweep NQ sellers.
And now ES is trading
Sweep
at
NQ
VWAP.
sellers. Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ buyers. Sweep NQ buyers. Absorption NQ sellers. Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers.
The delta's coming in very strong.
Iceberg ES sell.
Do we want to get in again just to get in? Yes. Are we going to? Fuck. Now it's so late. Whatever.
Order filled.
Let's go. And if this one all comes back on me, it is my own fault. The delta looked really good on the other one too. And now I am not doing a good job.
Iceberg NQ sell. Absorption NQ sellers.
Ooh.
Sweep NQ buyers.
Okay, I see the square. The square's good. I'm gonna keep my finger on the button
Iceberg
though.
NQ sell.
ES is coming back up for this. Gonna keep my finger on the button. But that's a really strong V-shaped recovery. So I'm just gonna have no fear. Go break even somewhere. I just have a feeling it's just gonna pop. Now's the time to break even. You don't wanna... We're stalling. Still have that first presented fair value gap. 930. Delta looks very nice. I could take back some of my loss here. But that V shape is good. Like we could even come back and retest this and still go up. No, it's gonna fill me. It's gonna break even me. Okay, close above this. I'd say if we close above this, we're gonna go to that high. $750.
Stop ES buy. Stop NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers. Stop NQ buy. Stop ES buy. Stop ES buy.
There's still liquidity there. Still believe we're going up. Let's let it retest. Delta's super green. All right. It might just want it. There we go.
Sweep NQ buyers. Stop NQ buy.
Okay, let's see what happens when it takes 7. Oh, okay. We have, yeah, we're reaching. I see. I'm just gonna sit here and watch. Thank you, Samaya. Thank you,
Stop
Samaya.
ES buy. Sweep NQ sellers.
Okay, we hit it on
Sweep
ES now.
sellers.
We hit it on ES. Still see some icebergs. Let's just wait for the pop.
Sweep NQ sellers.
Sweep NQ sellers. Heart goes blah, 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 blah. Not really, but. So while I, in a sense, FOMO'd into that trade, it was still valid. I just probably shouldn't have taken any more trades after already being down. Connection. Oh, no. Connection's good. Connection's good. Just give it a second. I just didn't want to be held back by my fear. Still going. Might just want to retrace. That's not looking good. Oh, I can't see anything. Okay, yeah, it still looks good. 10 o'clock. Prime time for a reversal. However, well, we're in the macro.
Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ buy.
Follow the process. Follow the process. Let it hit your TP.
Iceberg ES sell. Sellers. Absorption NQ buyers. Stop ES buy. Absorption NQ sellers.
Order filled.
All right, I'll take that. We'll just watch it take my TP now. Now. Go, pop.
Iceberg ES buy.
There.
Stop ES buy.
So I guess that's what we need to do. Makes a lot of sense. So I took my first trade and I lost. Okay, Simon, so what
Iceberg
I did was I
sell.
took the first trade and then it lost.
Iceberg NQ sell.
And then that big candle came back up and I FOMO'd in and then I was down 700. And then I saw that next long and I said, oh man, the 30-second closed. Oh man, the 1 minute closed. So I just ripped. I slapped a mini and yeah, I don't know if it's the best trading. I had 2 losses. I should have exited. voice message. All right, I'll text my friend later. Anyway, great day today. We had our biggest trade, which was like $1,200, $1,700. Not bad. It's literally what I'm making in 2 weeks at my job, which has also been very stressful lately. So we can actually look back on these. So this one, while it looked nice, and it did close above, while it looked nice and closed above, like the V shape on this and the V shape on that is just crazy. Like there's no way that we come down, go back up like this, and then come back down. So seeing the, here, I'll show you guys.
Stop and Q buy.
So seeing the V shape, okay, give me 1 second. Yeah, okay. So looking at this V shape and seeing how ES did the other ones, this one really told me that we're gonna go up. And even though I was down 700, I was kind of willing to bet on that one because of the shape. And if we watched ES, here, I'll bring it back up again. ES really chopped. So here we have a lot of chop. This was all chop. While NQ was going down and making moves and taking liquidity, this literally was just chop. So
stop NQ buy.
Good thing we use ES for confluence. Trying to think of how I'd feel if I would still be down on my day. If I left my loss at 700 and I never tried this third trade here, then I know I would have not been happy with myself because it would have just been like yesterday. However, I took the risk, and we're up green on the day, one step closer to profitability. However, I've been trying to just believe in my head that I am profitable. So what would a profitable trader do? Well, first of all, what they would have done was they would have waited for their TP to hit. Their TP and their liquidity. So good thing we saw this liquidity. And let's just take a moment here to, to be grateful. So thank you, Samaya, for showing up every day. Thank you, Samaya, for having the courage to invest in yourself in trading. It's been 2 years that I've been trading. Almost 2 years. Yeah. Getting close. About a month away from my 2 years. And as I go along my journey of trading, I have learned so much about myself in just how I learn and how I act. So I have found through trading that I'm a very big perfectionist. I don't like to fail. I really like to figure out everything and then do it perfectly. And then if I figure everything out and I'm doing it and it's not perfect, then I get frustrated with myself. And over the course of trading, that's something I've had to understand about myself and something I've had to work through. So thank you, trading, for teaching me this about myself. And thank you to Samaya, thank you, me, for showing up every day and doing what we love to do. I love trading. I love watching the market. I guess, in a sense, love the unpredictability of everything. But is it really that unpredictable? We have so many confluences and so many things that we can use. to give us a good edge. And I find that my fear really, really, really gets in the way. So, thank you, Samaya, for getting over your fear today. Thank you for trading in the face of fear. Thank you for your courage. And most of all, thank you to day trading. Thank you to my friend who showed me day trading. And thank you to Ryan Wilson, Dodgy's Dungeon, who taught us everything we need to know. Thank you. Now we'll end our stream and we'll come back tomorrow. I'm going to lock out. You guys can watch me lock out.